I was like a loaf.
Wow. It wasn't love at first sight.
Looking at me, not seeing my baby. Looking at me, taking care of my baby. I was not with it. Yeah, this is something I don't think I've had the conversation about, even with my husband.
I'm sure my husband was scared because I had myself leave my body a number of times. It's something I don't think it's something I want to share often. Though we should talk about it because some other people would have gone through the same thing.
I wouldn't know how to explain or feel like it's normal.
So they gave me my baby and I was just looking at her. They dropped on my chest and I was just like,
What should I do with it?
What should I do with this baby? Plus, she was now white. She came with Lanugo.
Yeah.
When did they see this white thing?
That took mine away to resuscitate. And I was saying, husband, follow them. Whatever the case, just follow them so they don't change my baby. That was the only thing that came to my head.
Hello and welcome on this episode of the E.B.U.N show. Today we'll be talking about something that is common to every woman who wants to become a mother. We're talking about pregnancy and the life after the birth of your baby, the struggle with your wardrobe, your body size and everything. And there is no script for this one. It is actually unscripted. And so I brought my secondary school friend, I call her Biba. I brought Abiba Keshiro, who is a mother of 2, to share our experiences with you. And then she is a businesswoman. She is the one who runs BBK Beddings. So feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section with us. Was it different for you? But let's go first into the discussion. Before then, have you subscribed? If you have not, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button now before the show goes on. You're welcome. Hi, Biba. You're welcome on the E.B.U.N show.
Thank you for having me, my darling friend.
It's a pleasure. So we're just saying before the camera started rolling that it's been 6 years since we last saw.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been 6 years ago.
It's a long time. Motherhood and all.
When I was pregnant for my first child. That was 6 years ago. Because it's 5 now.
It's 5. That was 6 years ago. And now you have another baby.
Yes, I do.
How old is your baby?
7-month-old.
So you see, she's perfect for what we're talking about today. We're talking about pregnancies and the life of a mother right after the birth of your baby. The way she's even saying, When I called Biba, I told her what we're going to be talking about. She said, you want me to come and cry on your show, Abby? So please, what is life like for you now?
Okay, so it's been a lot. Some days we're happy that we've added some pounds in the right places. And some other days, when it's time to go out, you're like, okay, this zip is not working. So I remember like 2 weeks ago, Akim got married and we had to go to the wedding, and I had like, okay, I have a white that I can wear. So I didn't plan, I didn't remember that it has zip. It pulled out that very morning. Like that very morning, I had to do another color entirely. So I felt bad.
And given the Biba I know, fashionista that I know.
Our steez is still on. It's still on, but really it's a lot. Though with the help of my husband, God bless him, he's very supportive. He's always very considerate with his words, So there was a time that my baby was always saying, Mommy, what's up with your tummy now? It's too big. And I'm like, hey. At times I got angry, like, why are you? I did it because of you. It was you and your brother, what? So my husband would like step in and say, no, Cam, you don't say that to your mommy. No, you don't say that. That's bullying. You are body shaming your mommy. Of course, we know he's a baby. And he doesn't know what he's saying. But
they just
at
say
times
at
times I look at him and I'm like, come on, stop saying that now. It wasn't not because of you. If I did not give birth to you, do you know how I always you want to see my size 6 picture. But really, we will just think about it and say thank you to God, because we're happy to have them. We're grateful that we have this little human beings.
You know, it's a roller coaster for we women, because I used to be a size 6 too, you know now.
I saw something yesterday.
When I did a throwback. So, you moved from as a woman, you are ready to get pregnant, or when you found out that you are pregnant, you know that you will do shopping, right? But in my case, I did not know that I was going to get as big. At least if you're coming from a size 6, you are moving to a size 10, like 2 more sizes, and you are good. So in your head, you think of, my baby would be this. Any money that comes into your hand, you know you're supposed to shop for yourself. You're shopping more for the baby because it's never enough. And then you get some clothes. Maybe you just feel, yeah, I still want to be a sexy looking pregnant mom. And you do a size 10. Oh God.
And you'll be shocked.
And you know, no, we were still going good. The first, second, third, fourth. You see that fifth. The way I scattered. Do you know, guess what?
Mine was
all
7.
my maternal clothes were so tight that it took my pastor Mrs. He noticed that I was struggling. She noticed rather. You know, she gave me some clothes. God bless her.
God bless her.
And I shocked. But it was that bad because it was my first
But
pregnancy.
you will never believe that you'll be that big. So you'll be like, okay, of course, size 10, okay.
Yeah, I'll be good.
Sexy mommy.
Wako.
Sexy preggy. Sexy
I did it
mom.
sexy eventually.
Mine, I didn't know I was pregnant for like 3 months. Both of them.
Wow.
I didn't know I was pregnant, the first one. So I was like 3 months gone. I was still working.
Wow.
Like the last wedding I attended, you needed to see the girdle that I wore. Yeah, one of my friend's wedding.
On 3 months pregnancy?
Yes.
Wow.
It was so tight. Like I was like, no, your wedding, no. Last man stand. She was the last person to be married among. Yeah, so I was like, no, we're going to rock. The girdle was so tight. What I noticed was like I was craving amala, and I was like amala. So it didn't click in my head like I could be pregnant. Yeah, amala, small thing. So it was like after that time I said, no, it's malaria. Let me go to the hospital. God, doctor, I need. Madam, are you married? I said, yes, I'm married. Go for pregnancy test. I can't be pregnant, Jerry. Me that I got married yesterday. It's not possible. The doctor was looking at me like, madam, I'm not joking. You need to go for it. I said, I cannot be pregnant now. I said, why? Are you not married? I said, I'm married, but pregnancy. How can I be pregnant? And he was looking at me like, I went, I did the test, I collected, I gave it to him. You see? She said, madam, you're pregnant. I said,
you see what?
Yeah. It was
Are you for real?
I was like, I said, pregnant, and I started thinking, hey, you're pregnant. How do I
Well,
tell
you're not
my
doing the
mommy?
do. Girl.
It didn't click. I was just having fun, you know. And I was like, how do I tell my mommy? How do I tell my mommy that
Are you
I'm pregnant?
serious?
Yeah, that was it for me. I was like, when I called my sister, Timmy, congratulations. Am I supposed to be happy?
Are you for real?
For real.
Are you for real?
Should I be happy? Like, yes, now you are. Okay. Thank God. That was it for me. At first, I was like, because, so growing up, I had this, nidodo koto mommy. Nidodo koto mommy. You're a Yoruba babe. You should know.
Sorry. That one, I escaped that one.
Okay, so my mom died when I was after secondary school. So people around me, because the way I used to talk, play with everybody, I play with guys a lot.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
Only thing like I was always scared of when I was in school all through was pregnancy. So it's stuck in my head.
Yeah, people could be judgmental of we extroverts. It was the same thing for me too. So they just see you and judge you. You see, there's something to take away from that, because people talk to people anyhow, not being sensitive towards them. You see, all the people who said, nidodo koto pomi, like, useless girl, you were not going to settle down before getting pregnant and all of that. Those people just said their trash and left.
Of course.
See where years after the impact it had. So if you're a mother, the best way to correct your children is not to put them down. Actually, yes, I think it helped me with determination too.
Me too.
Like I said, I was going to remain a virgin till I got married.
Me too.
There were too many expectations for me to fail. And this is just the way I am. The fact that people are out there, they talk a lot, they are outspoken, they are fashionable, does not mean that they are a certain kind of way. Let's go on with it.
We've started doing better. I think we have started.
I expect that. I hope so.
With our generation, we are more aware, but it's just that we are still now overdoing it. Some of us, I'm sorry.
Some of us. Let's get back to pregnancy. Yeah.
So when I eventually got married, it didn't click in my head like the next thing after marriage is pregnancy. So I was like oblivious. I was like, it wasn't even in my. So when he came, it was like a shock. I was teaching. I was always going to Lekki, coming back. When I thought about it, like pregnancy, I will now big belly. So all of it didn't come. It didn't get
together.
to me well. I didn't take it well. I wasn't sick. I never threw up. I never spat. Nothing of such. Even all through my pregnancy days. But my not health, but my thoughts mentally wasn't ready for it. So I was just doing everything out of my body. I don't know if you understand. I was doing it, but not with me in there.
Wow.
Like I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't really into it. Like, okay, pregnant. When I gave birth to the baby, we had issues. He had birth asphyxia and all of that. I was like aloof.
Wow. It wasn't love at first sight.
Looking at me, nursing my baby. Looking at me, taking care of my baby. I was not with it. Yeah, this is something I don't think I've had the conversation about, even with my husband. Because I don't want him to start thinking I had mental health issues or PTSD or anything. Because I know that what's wrong with me is not... I feel like I was just going to get over it. But talking about it now, it's like me looking at myself, nursing my baby.
Wow.
When I gave birth to my second child, I told my husband that I feel like I love my second more because I was ready for my second baby. I didn't know when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to me. But when I saw it, I was, from the very first day, I was happy.
Yeah, because that would be that was your second experience.
So I was ready, I was happy, I was in it.
So the second one, you were more aware?
More aware, and I was more determined to breastfeed. The first one, I did not breastfeed. I breastfed, but it was just for about like less than 6 months.
Wow.
I wasn't even really lactating. I wasn't bothered about lactation. I live in my home. I go to work. Like I do my business. And he cooperated. However it happened, it was always, okay, is that my mommy? Hi, mommy. And it's gone.
Wow. If we were to ask your father, what advice do you think he would give us on staying young?
He would say have sex every day, 3-4 times a day.
He would say that.
You asked me, I'm giving you the answer you want. I can't do what I do.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang.
So the difference between the first and the second is the first one you were not mentally ready.
Not ready. I didn't know I wasn't ready. I'm realizing it now because there's something to compare. Because I have a second child now, and I'm comparing the first session with the second session. So it's now like, oh, okay, I'm more. So it now takes me, like, I give extra effort to take care of him more, like the first son. Like just to make up. Thank you.
For the first one.
So it's not like I'm saying you've forgotten about me. So it was intentional. I started being intentional about him too. Like, okay, come. Because now when he's going close to my baby, hey, don't tell my baby, don't tell my baby. So okay, no, come. Do you know what you're going to do? You know he's a baby. There's nobody to support him. He doesn't know how to say what he wants. So I'm just going to, sit here, don't touch him.
So that he doesn't begin to feel a certain kind of way. I
was really intentional about it because because from the deep down, I can't say I don't love my child. He's my child, he's my first child. But then the difference was...
So, I understand you, and these are the issues we should talk about. The experience will not be the same thing for everybody. When I had my baby, the thing they say, when you see your baby, there's this joy that comes up. I was aloof too. Maybe because of the stress the doctor and the hospital had put me through. It was a stressful birth. Funny enough, the delivery in itself was a miracle because it was a short time. Labor, delivery was short. Though my pregnancy was hectic. Today is not the day. In fact, it's like opposite. It has to be another day because guess what? From 2 weeks of pregnancy, I know.
Oh.
Yeah, my body begins to react funny. So I even get to the hospital and say, I'm pregnant. They're like, who is pregnant? but my HGC level just goes and the strip picks it. And it takes me to calculate that, when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, maybe just some weeks, 2 weeks maximum, yes, pregnant. I spit all through the 9 months. I threw up each day of the 9 months. Yeah. I threw up blood. I threw up. God. I won't go. No, the second one was as bad that I'm sure my husband was scared because I had myself leave my body a number of times. It's something I don't think it's something I want to share often. Though we should talk about it because some other people would have gone through the same thing.
I wouldn't know how to explain or feel like it's normal.
Okay, so maybe I should talk briefly about it. So I usually would be very sick for the first 3 months of pregnancy that I would not be able to step from the room to the sitting room.
Wow.
Is that bad? Within the same house. So it would take my husband, thank God my mom was alive at the moment, to cook because I couldn't perceive. Stew, anything that had oil in it. In fact, I would throw up after the throwing up in the morning without anything in my tummy was regular. Anytime I entered the bathroom to brush my teeth. Even neighbors, if they listen, it was a routine every morning.
I was wishing for it.
No, it didn't.
I was wishing for it.
Really?
I would go there and poke and poke
Girl,
and poke.
Thank God for your life because
I never had any.
No. For 3 months, I was on okra without stew, on semo and okra, on eko, tutu, you know. It looked like Ogbanje kind of case, you know the way they say, but those were the things I could tolerate, you know, or ekuru without stew or anything. Don't give me jollof rice, all those things. No, and I had to be on drinks. It's either all this vitamin C, citrus, and everything throughout the 9 months just to make up for.
That was my elder sister.
And there was nothing that could stop the spit. You know, some people get irritated. That's another thing. People should be more tolerant because you don't know. Some people will say, "Oh, Lenny, she's lazy." Some people say, "Take sweets." Now, see, if I take sweets, it made it worse because there will be this thick saliva around the sweets that you can't just swallow it. Yeah, it's just annoying. And guess what? The day I put to bed, the spitting stopped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, we just thank God for where we are because eventually it was a miracle that I was able to birth 2 babies. So back to the experience of childbirth. So they give me my baby. The doctors, maybe we'll come back to talk about this. The doctors had very messed up way of doing things at General Hospital. And so they gave me my baby and I was just looking at her. They dropped her on my chest and I was just like,
What should I do with it?
What should I do with this baby? Plus, she was now white. She came with lanugo.
Yeah.
When did they see this white thing?
That was my baby too.
You know, I was like, is this how? First, I was even scared of the baby because there was white all over the baby's head. And I'm like, okay. They say
They took
this
mine
is my
away
baby.
to resuscitate. And I was saying, husband, follow them. Whatever the case, just follow them so they don't change my baby. That was the only thing that came to my head. Like, so they don't change my baby. Follow them. He was like, no, let me stay with you. You're my, no, you go. Me, I'm fine. You go. Like we had an argument right there. Like, guy, I said, go now. Like, no, I said, man, I want to stay with you. Don't worry, baby will be fine. I said, no, go for him.
The
At least it wasn't like
hard.
it wasn't like any particular attachment. But in mind, I was saying, even if I'm going to take care of that baby, let it be my own baby. Let's not be changed. I know it's a boy, but let's. So it was.
So really, there's nothing wrong with you if you didn't feel that joy. At the first instance, you're perfect, you are okay. It's just that there's this definition that people have to say it has to be a certain way. So, because of time, let us get to the struggle with wardrobe. You mentioned it briefly. So when you put to bed, you feel, oh, I should be back. I'll get back. Even if I can't get back to my size 6, I'll be a size 8. So I bought some clothes and I refused to give them out. Like, I'll get back to you.
Okay, we are coming. I'm still jogging.
I gave those clothes out.
I'm still jogging. Like I go walking every morning and evening as I speak every day. I have food portioning. As a breastfeeding mommy, it's tough because I want my baby to feed well. I want my baby to be able to lactate. But okay, so at first when I gave birth to my second, let's talk about the second one because second one. So immediately I was ready. I got gaddles. I got a lot of it. So the very second day, I didn't know I was going to give birth to my baby. Did I give birth? I gave birth a month before. So it came very fast. I was just out on the road and I thought that, okay, and the baby came. It was very fast. Within minutes I got here, 30 minutes, baby
Came.
Yeah. So I had to, second day, bring my girdle. I started, so by like 2 weeks, I was back to normal. Seriously. Then my
But it
baby
was
said,
vaginal birth.
yes, no CS, nothing. My baby said, no, I don't want food. I want to breastfeed. So I couldn't go anywhere. I am not someone that sits in the house. Even 3 days after I gave birth, I was out on my business trip. I was working. My mother-in-law was around. So he didn't want me to leave anywhere. He didn't want me to go anywhere. He was always looking for no to suck. Then my mother-in-law called me. Madam, you fair. Food. How do we go about like you have to
Breastfeed.
Okay,
And so
ma.
you have to start eating.
Okay, ma. So I started. And of course, it's not like I don't know how to eat. When I was pregnant, I was always craving the place. In fact, I should go to the place with all of my receipts and get a share there because I was always craving the place. Any food, no food. It's only the place there, rice and salad. So I started eating. Okay, let me eat healthy. I started with rice and salad. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't remember. I didn't think about body weight or anything. Then after 3 months,
It blew up. Kafi yokule. So now, are you able to get back into any of the things you had?
this used to be like a proper. But here now.
So should we just give it up and just enjoy motherhood?
So the good thing is we have supportive husbands that are in love with us the way we are. Of course, we'll try to say, okay, even despite that this guy loves me, I think I'm still going to package. So there's no skinny girl out there trying to. We'll always try our own best. Our steez will be on point. Composure.
The way we can.
Composure. We will try. We'll just keep trying.
Yeah.
And check with them. That's one thing I always do. So I know you will never tell me or say anything about my weight or my look or my anything. So I'll say, babe, how far? How do I look? Don't lie. So we have like a word that we use that this is the time to be bare. Be open, be sincere. Don't hide, don't keep. My emotion can take it. I know you are not abusing me. I know you are not trying to hurt me, but just let me know. So I know how to
regulate.
Just so I don't leave myself and forget that there's a man there that needs me in a particular way. I know he would not say, I want you to be size so, but we just want to, do I still look like that girl that you are madly in love with? Should I bend over or...
Oh, okay.
No, I don't mean bend. No.
Even if that's what you mean, you're married. Even if that's what you mean, you should bend over.
I do not mean it in that context. What I'm trying to say is, like, what do you need me to do? Like, how do you need me to look? Boom.
All right. At this point, I want you to blast up the comment section. What is that thing that you struggled with during pregnancy and after birth? Your wardrobe, what is it like? Maybe your experience is even totally different from any of the things you have shared. Please let us know, because you see, we are not trying to drive at anything. We're just gisting you so that you know that there is no one way to live life, and we all have these struggles. You remember in the opening episode, I said something about let us hold hands. Most of us have lived each other's lives. So let us take it easy on ourselves.
What I think I should even, sorry to cut you.
No, it's okay.
Is let's all embrace motherhood the way it comes, without expectation or anything in mind. There is a way it makes you feel at peace. If you have a particular expectation and it's not, it may not come that. In fact, it would not come that definitely way. Not come that way. You will be disappointed. So it's just best to leave it open and say, motherhood, give it to me
the way you can, the way you have.
So we are able to manage our expectation and not have any mental or physical or. So if it's not okay. Another one. I started doing palazzo, jumpsuit, big things that would make me look okay instead of trying to
Yeah.
fit into something that will not work for me. So I stopped wearing anything skinny. I do my baggy, do my...
And you're comfortable.
Comfortable, that's
Biba, it's been a wonderful time with you.
Thank you
Short
so
though,
much.
because you see, this Toyo guy behind the camera has been telling me round off this morning. We have to go,
Yeah.
but you see, we can continue this conversation in the comment section.
Yes,
and that will be
will.
it on this episode of the E.B.U.N show. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
So even though I wanted to marry early, I won't say I wasn't a wife material, and someone that was looking for there's a way. If you are looking for marriage, there's a way you would have been behaving. Maybe if you're in a relationship, you'll be cooking for the person, be
That
washing,
cooking part, okay.
be washing for the person.
But you were
settle down.
dating. When did you
Yeah.
start dating?
Can we leave that one?
No, we cannot, because you must have dated before
My
settling
mom might
down.
be watching this. Please, I said you don't want
Don't
me
worry,
to post
mommy
it on
will
my
not watch.
status. I don't want to have to marry someone that I have to
You
be
kneel down to give
respecting.
food.
Yeah, I'll be doing all that for again. I started work in 2016 and I settled down. I got married in 2017. So, and a year after that, I was already pregnant. And I think that had, I know that had an impact on my career, because I had to go on maternity leave. I started seeing people that we started the career together, advancing at a pace faster than me.
Remember the last time you used
No,
to
let's
be...
go to
Why are you now? Why did you go and edit
flow.
now?
Let's go with the flow this time around.
But I'm the one
God
asking
has
question
given me
now.
a second chance.
So Tommy told us the last time
Let's go with the flow.
that she used to dance around.
I enjoyed my single life. In school, I went to birthday parties. I had fun. I had friends. I wasn't sitting around waiting to get married.